About Matt Riches. Watch the market unfold. Turning data to gold. Watch the market unfold. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're tuning in from around the globe. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Welcome to the $1 Trillion Tickers broadcast. I'm your host, Matt Riches. It is Sunday, July 26, 2026. Happy Sunday. The market is closed, which means we will be preparing for our tickers. I'll be giving out levels for next week, levels to the downside of support, levels to the upside of resistance. This episode is for the semiconductor $1 trillion tickers. That is NVIDIA, TSM, AVGO, and MU. And if you stick around to the end of the episode, I have a new song that I just made yesterday that is fire. Okay, so all four tickers finished in the green this week, but Micron was a clear leader, up 8.4%. NVIDIA gained 1.9%, TSM gained 1.2%, and Broadcom gained 2.9%. Beyond the charts, NVIDIA announced a $300 million 5-year AI research collaboration with KAIST in South Korea. TSM also raised its 2026 revenue growth outlook to slightly above 40%, while committing another $100 billion toward expanding its U.S. manufacturing capability. AI demands remains the long-term theme, but our job is to focus on the price action directly in front of us. We will identify support, resistance, gaps, smart money concept zones for all four companies. This show is for education and entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research, but you can use this show as a foundation. Now let's get into these charts, y'all. Starting out with NVIDIA. As you can see, it's been trending up for the past 4 weeks. This week it's up 1.9%. Well, last week it was down, but it hit the bottom this week of June 29th. Hasn't been this low since April. So once it hit that low at 189.80, it's been trending up. Okay, it was up 1.99% this week. Ended up closing the week at 206.84. So to the downside support, I have 204.80, 202.30, 198. I also have my diagonal trend line here, this green trend line. And then underneath 198, I have 195.05, 192.35. And that low I was just talking about, 189.80. If we do end up breaking that, we can go to 185.75. And then we have this gap here at 180.40. That goes all the way down to 178.24. If we end up closing that gap, I got us going to 173.70. But if we are bullish on the week, to the upside, we have 211.90, 214.40, 217.25, 221.60, which is the bottom of our smart money concepts resistance zone. The midway point of this zone is 226.75, and the top of this zone is 232.25. So let's check out the AVGO. Before we check out the AVGO, let's check out some EMAs. Okay, so this is the 20, the 50, and the 200 SMA. So we are slightly below the 20, but we are above the 50, and we are above the 200. So that's bullish as far as the SMA is concerned. Now let's check out the AVGO, see what we got on the daily. So as far as the AVGO, we did get a buy back here, July 10th, but it really just it did not hit TP1. It actually pulled back after that buy, and then it came down. It did go under the stop loss, but it didn't close under there. So if you were following this, you would have still been in. And then it came back up to the entry, and then basically it's just been consolidating since July 10th. NVIDIA has just been consolidating between what? It went down to 198 and went up to 214. Basically, it's just been consolidating in that $16 range for the past 2 weeks. So let's check out the 4 hour. Maybe we got a more recent signal. Let's see what we got. We got a strong buy, but it was at 5 a.m. You know, I like my buys when the market is open. But yeah, this buy didn't work either. Because the entry was 213, but it ended up pulling back and consolidating. So yeah, you would be down if you took either one of those. Let's check out the weekly. See if we can do better. Come on, AVGO. Okay. Yeah. So the AVGO don't really do good in consolidation, y'all, because they gave a sell here on June 22nd. It did not hit TP1, and then it reversed. So the AVGO, you can forget about the AVGO when it comes to NVIDIA the past couple months because it didn't work. But next, let's go to TSM. Okay, TSM on the week, up 1.2%. End up closing the week at 403.41. Okay, to the downside support. I do got a couple of levels that are very close here, and let me tell you why. The low of the day on Friday was $400.80, and then the low of the week was $400.10. So that's why I have those levels so close together. And then we have our smart money concept support zone here, which starts at basically $3.99. And then the midway point of this is $392.10. And then the bottom of this zone is $385.10. If we break underneath that, we can go to $380.65, then $375.80. Then we have another smart money concept support zone here at $370.40. The midway point is $365.65. The bottom of the zone is $360.55. And then we have a gap here. The top of the gap is $359.27. The midway point is $352.40. And the bottom of this gap is $345.50. Okay, to the upside resistance, we have $412.92. Oh, we can round that down. $412.90. Followed by $420.80, $425.40, $431.05, $438. And then we have the bottom of our smart money concept resistance zone here, which begins at $445.55. You have a level inside here of $447.70. The midway point of this resistance zone is $452.65. And the top of this zone is $460. All right, let's see. Let's check out our SMAs. So we are underneath the 20 and 50 SMAs on TSM, but the 200 SMAs way down here. So yeah, it's not extremely bullish at all, because if we were bullish, we would be on top of the 20 and 50 SMAs. So keep that in mind, y'all. All right, let's check out the AVGO, see if the AVGO can do better than it did with NVIDIA. Okay, on the daily, we had a sell here on Monday, July 13th. The entry was 421.58. It did hit TP1 on Thursday, and it hit TP2 on Friday. So great call on the AVGO. Much better than NVIDIA. Let's go on the 4 hour and see if we have a more recent signal. See what we got, folks. Okay, we did get a sell here, but it was at 5 a.m. The entry was 407.60. TP1 is 398.91. But if you got in when the market opened, you will be up $5.42 on that trade. It did get close. It got what? It was like $2 away from TP1. But the stop loss is going to be 416.30. And then TP1, 398.91. TP2 is 390.21. So keep that in mind, y'all. All right, next up we got AVGO on the week, up 2.99%. End up closing the week at 381.92. To the downside support, we got 378.75, 375.95, 396.90, 364.80, and 357.80. To the upside resistance, we got 387.45, 389.25, and then we have a huge Smart Money Concepts resistance zone here that begins at 392.10, and I have many levels inside this zone. The first one is 392.80, followed by 398.60, 402.25, 407.50, 412.70, and then the top of this zone is 414.65, y'all. All right, let's check out our SMAs and see what we got. We are underneath the 20 SMA. It looks like we're trying to hold this 50 SMA. We did break under it for a couple days, but we recovered. And now we're trying to hold this 50 SMA. The 200 SMA is way down here. So this is more bullish than TSM. All right, let's check out the algo. See what we got on a daily. Let's see. Oh, we got some NVIDIA type of action with the algo. So we got a buy here on Thursday, July 9th. Did not hit TP1. You got stopped out on Monday. So bad call on the algo. So the algo got faked out too, y'all. Humans get faked out. Humans made the algo, so the algo can get faked out too. Let's see. But let's see if we got a more recent signal here. Let's go on a 4 hour. We got a signal on a 4 hour here on Friday at 9 a.m. The entry was 381.81. Stop loss is going to be 387.47. TP1 376.15. TP2 370.50. TP3 364.83. So keep that in mind, y'all. And lastly, welcome back to the $1 Trillion Ticker Weekend Edition. MU, welcome back. MU had got eliminated because it went under a $1 trillion ticker market cap, so I had to take it off. But it's back. And why is it back? Because it was up on the week 8.4%. Strongest $1 trillion ticker semiconductor this week is MU, up 8.4% on the week. It ended up closing at $920.95. Let me give you some levels to the downside. I have 904. 858.90, and then we get to the top of this gap at 804.40. The bottom of the gap is bottom of the gap is 780.92. Underneath that, we do have a Smart Money Concept support zone, which starts at 749.60 and goes all the way down to 719.59. To the upside resistance, we got 951.50, 967.15, and then the bottom of our Smart Money Concepts resistance zone, which starts at 988.75. I do have a level here right at the midway point of $1,011, and then the top of this zone is $1,035. Above that, I have 1,064. And then above that, we have this gap. The bottom of the gap is $1,097. The gap goes all the way to $1,125. All right, let's check out the SMAs, see what we got. Looks like it rejected the 50 SMA here on Thursday and sold off. So now we are underneath the 50 and the 20 SMA, but the 200 SMA is way down there. So keep that in mind, y'all. Let's check out the algo, see what we got. Okay, the algo gave us a strong sell here back July 2nd. The entry was 975. It almost hit TP1. Bought up, gapped up, sold off, bought back up, sold off. Hit TP1 on Wednesday the 15th. Got very close to hitting TP2. Within $6 of hitting TP2. If you didn't sell it, it bought back up and you lost those gains. And now it's back toward the entry and then sold off again. So we'll see if it can get back to TP1 again. Let's check out the 4 hours, see if we got a more recent signal here. Oh, we just got a strong sell here in the aftermarket. The entry is 910.77. So this P&L is going to start Monday at 6:30 a.m. at market open. And yeah, new signal just printed for MU. So be aware of that, folks. All right, for y'all that stayed around, I got a song for y'all that I just created yesterday that I think y'all are really going to enjoy. So thanks for sticking around. Shout out to everybody on YouTube Live. Check me out. Tell me if this is super slap.
$1 trillion tickets presets. They said we wouldn't be investors or build wealth through the market. We decided to build our own dreams, our own future, our own legacy. I am the dream, first to break them chains, building an empire, legacy reign. Wall Street's changing faces, take a look, it's us. Architect of my legacy, built on faith and trust. I am the dream, first to break them chains, building an empire, legacy reign. Wall Street's changing faces, take a look, it's us. Architect of my legacy, built on faith and trust. Yeah. From dreams to reality, we forged our own path. Broke the chains of doubt, now the future's our craft. Trust in the future, it's all in our hands. From humble beginners, now we're drawing the plans. First generation stock investor, knowledge through the roof. Blueprints in my pocket, built my fam's true foundation. Rock solid, laid those bricks with finesse. Certified Wall Street trapper, every move like chess. First to break them chains, building an empire, legacy reign. Wall Street's changing faces, take a look, it's us. Architect of my legacy, built on faith and trust. I am the dream, first to break them chains, building an empire, legacy reign. Wall Street's changing faces, take a look, it's us. Architect of my legacy, built on faith and trust. As we're dreamers, now royalty in our domain, creating our destiny. Every step we claim, from the darkness we rose to the light we aspire. Building our future, fueled by purpose and fire. From 9 to 5, the stocks made the money flip. Wall Street look like us now, got a firm grip. Financial architects designing our own legacies. Freedom is our lane, now rewriting recipes. Stock charts and book smarts mingling in my mind. Balancing equations, futures intertwined. Generation new wealth, no fleeting flicker. Legacy carved in stone, forever remembered. I am the dream, first First to break them chains, building an empire. Legacy reign, Wall Street's changing faces. Take a look, it's us. Architect of my legacy, built on faith and trust. I am the dream. First to break them chains, building an empire. Legacy reign, Wall Street's changing faces. Take a look, it's us. Architect of my legacy, built on faith and trust. Built more than just wealth, we built a foundation. Now every generation, built for elevation. From the first investment to the family tree, architect of my legacy. That's destiny. Matt Richards, peace, blessings. Financial